I was in the shower.
No, about to say
How you doing?
you late for this album? I'm chilling,
What you like this album?
chilling, man. I do. I don't like the end of it, but we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
hear all
about it.
kind of people saying they didn't like it. People saying it wasn't for them. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, let's review this album, man.
Cool. Fuck it. Had a long day today, so I'm just gonna kick back and relax tonight.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Well, thank you, Reg. You know I'm not a mom. Thank you.
I mean, you know who's watching.
I know.
Yeah. But happy Mother's Day to your mom too.
Yeah. Same to yours.
Yeah. What's been going on this weekend? It's been a lot of shit happening this weekend and stuff like that. I was reading on the news about how certain black graduates weren't allowed to walk the stage or some bullshit. It's like, what the fuck?
Right?
But yeah, but shout out to everybody that graduated to this weekend and then last weekend. Off to the real world, y'all go. Shout out to Christian and Ant for yesterday.
And that was great.
Anyway, another weekend gone great. I'm just counting down the days to my vacation. That's all I'm doing at this point.
Okay.
After today, I'm like, yeah, I'm counting down the days to my vacation.
And then it's the Triborough takeover.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I'm like,
Then we say, where was Reg? Who Reg? What happened to Reg? We're not thinking about him.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach
And
that whole
Anton said it's
weekend.
different. That's the sentiment from a lot of hip hop heads that is different. I
But
think
see,
it's
that's
good, but it awesome shit that I don't like about it though.
that's the thing. It's not like it's not the first time he dropped different shit before. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about it.
Well, some of the songs he never did before like this.
Right.
You know, I felt like Busta Rhymes got to him.
We'll talk about that. I'm starting about 7 more minutes and shit. Let's see, May 13th. I think I can do this album as an anniversary. I don't give a fuck. Since it's Mother's Day, I can probably slide it in. Yeah, that Busta album was not good. That Busta album was not good.
That's his worst ever. Worst rap album of the year. Cavace, what's good, bro? Where you been?
What up, Ace? Yeah, can't wait for that Worldwide Underground review this Thursday. Yo, we've been having some great reviews lately. I want to keep that momentum. I'm still dying from that conversation last night when we talked about the stereotypical hip hop podcast with the hip hop snob, the hip hop head, the barbershop nigga, and the girl for eye candy and shit.
Like,
And that girl won't probably know shit.
huh?
And the girl won't probably know shit about the job. She's just there for eye candy. And just say, guys, stop.
Kaveh, you heard the album? What you think? Because a lot of people saying that it's different. It's not what they expected from Ghost.
We'll definitely talk about this one. Ah, finally be home and just relax. Heatwave is dope, amazing fun group right next to Confunction. Oh yeah, I love Heatwave.
We talked about Heatwave last year.
Yeah.
Send Kaveh the link.
I bet. I'm gonna send it to him on Instagram. 'Cause I'm not trying to have random niggas coming up on here.
Bro, just block them. What you mean?
That's what I do.
You worried about people coming on? You have to actually put them on. You know that, right? They just
I
can't
know, but I
come on
remember.
without you actually putting them on.
Well, I remember one time when I was doing like Google Hangouts when I used to like put the link on a chat. One random nigga just came out. No, I never seen this motherfucker before in my life, so I kicked his ass right
I
out and
remember
shit.
that was the Run DMC review you did.
Yeah, the Run
I
DMC
remember
down
that.
with the king.
And I came in
And
after that. So I didn't see when he came on. But the Hangouts was different though. Like on StreamYard, you still got to actually manually put them on. So they even if they come on with the link, they can't actually show up.
right. I'm gonna send Cavase the link. About to pull out my notes, and then we about to get this shit started. BBL, but Antoine Confunction. That's a group we have to talk about on this channel at some point.
We did the Heatwave album last year.
Yeah,
That was great.
I love that album.
Yeah.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
How about we do Confunction and we bring Antoine on for the review?
I bet.
Right? We never seen him on yet. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
we can
cool
do
with
that.
Antoine, if not, we still gonna do the review anyway.
Yeah, because I do got their first album. That's actually my favorite album from them, so I don't mind. 'Cause I'm not gonna hold you. When I first heard Confunction, I thought they were like a rip off Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh boy, here you go.
But then I fuck with them over the years though, because they actually had some heat.
If it ain't cool in the gang, you throwing shade to it's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No. First of all, I didn't throw shade to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I threw shade to Confunction.
Mm-hmm. Cool in the gang.
Cool
Another
the
group.
game. They definitely ripped off Earth, Wind, and Fire sound.
No, they did not.
They
No,
did. Once
no, they
JT came,
no.
they pretty much were like a fake ass.
Why can't we just have great funk bands like Cool in the Gang and Confunction and Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Commodores? They all had their own sound.
Yeah, Cool in the Gang. Pretty much, I like them like from like the early to mid '70s and stuff like that. Commodores, I would say '70s up into the Heroes album, maybe out the pocket, but still. Earth, Wind,
So
and
a lot of
Fire.
people grew up with '80s Cool in the Gang. So, but I would say like '85, '86 they fell off. Kaveh, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's goody? What's goody? What's goody, man?
Yeah,
I fuck with
man.
that do rag, bro.
Man, good looking, man.
No
Good
problem.
looking, man.
How you
Yeah,
been?
I'm good, man. Good. Everything's been going good. I mean, I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but
Making music. I see you.
oh yeah. The music's dropping, but I'm also running events now.
Okay.
Because you remember I was telling you about the end of the week open mic that used to be at Club Pyramid on Avenue A.
Yes, I remember.
So because I used to go there all the time, I reached out to him. I reached out to him and I asked him, I was like, yo, you mind if I can start one out here in Charlotte?
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, they gave me the green light, so I started. That's actually the shirt I'm wearing right now.
Nice.
EO Dub South. So
So you're doing an open mic in Charlotte.
yeah, but we're not. Since there's so many open mics already in Charlotte,
Mhm.
I decided to only use the MC challenge.
Okay.
So the MC challenge is a 5 round competition where people have to where there's we have 6 MCs and they all go on stage and and we put their like rap skills to the test. So there's 5 rounds. The first round is a written round where we ask them to spit their best written, like
Mhm.
whatever written they got. Then the second round is the acapella round where they got to get on stage and pretty much they
Mhm.
got to captivate the crowd with just lyrics, no beat.
Right.
So, and then the third round is called the grab bag, and this is like everybody's favorite round, especially the crowd, because what the MCs do is they get on stage and we put a big giant grab bag on stage,
Right.
and they have to reach in the bag and pull out items and freestyle about 4 different items, and
Wow.
they gotta do it continuously. So it's like really fun, depending on how creative the artists are. Sometimes
Mhm.
they do some amazing shit with that.
Right.
So then the next round is the MC versus the DJ,
Mhm.
where the DJ is purposely trying to throw the MC off. So the last time we did it, the DJ played like Angry Birds and shit,
Oh
and like
wow.
and the nigga had to rap over that shit.
Really?
So that was pretty funny. And the guy
Mhm.
that did that actually won the whole thing because he actually he was flowing on Angry Birds. Like who would have
Right.
thought? But anyway, and then the last round is a cipher. So
Mhm.
we pick there's 6 MCs, so we pick 3 out of the 6 to and split them up in 2 groups, and they got to trade 4 bars back to back.
That's dope. They need something like that here in New York City.
Yeah, I mean it's coming back. It's still in New York City. The next one is going to be actually I can't tell you the location yet, but it's going to
Okay.
be in New York City, and it's going to be in
Oh yeah,
August.
you was telling me about that. Like they was having one like a couple months ago or something.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, they had a MC. They had a World Finals
Okay.
back in the fall.
Okay.
Um, but I'm actually the first person. It's a global thing. It's like
Mhm.
it's not just in the U.S. It's in Germany. It's in fucking UK. It's
Mhm.
everywhere.
That's dope.
Uh,
Yeah, I would love to see one of those shows where we get to see the real talent of an MC,
right.
what they can do spontaneously. Like Drake can't do that. All the
Nope.
shit that you said just now, Drake is not that artist.
Right.
You know.
So over the years, we had people like KRS-One pull up
Mhm.
and do it. We had Lupe Fiasco came out and did it.
Dope.
Ice T, DMC. There's a lot of people that just came out and
Nice.
supported the EO Dub shit. So we're trying to do it in the South, and what I'm trying to do, since I'm like in South Carolina and
Mhm.
not South Carolina, in North Carolina, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in touch with Rap City. I'm trying to get in touch with Little Brother,
Dope.
Ninth Wonder, and Ruben Vincent. Trying to get in touch with all those people, all those artists here in North Carolina, and
That's dope.
get them to pull up.
Yeah, definitely. And Rhapsody just dropped her new album, so
Oh yeah,
that's a good look.
yeah,
That's the album I forgot to listen to. I gotta peep
Yeah,
that.
Is it on streaming? Because I haven't seen it on Spotify or nothing.
Let me double check, bro. Hold on.
You know I don't like streaming.
yeah.
You know.
So if y'all listening right now, it's called EO Dub South. It's
Do
on
they have an Instagram page or anything? Or
yeah. I have an Instagram page. It's EO Dub South.
all right,
I believe you're following already.
oh, I'm
When you
following it.
drop.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
So yeah, we're building that. The New York one is just EO Dub though.
All right.
Hmm.
Oh, yo, you know what? I want to say, do you did you make the page or no,
The EO Dub South, yes, I made the EO Dub South page. Yeah.
bro? Somebody, yo, you know you remember the dude from the front stoop? You know what I'm talking about?
The dude from
Um,
oh yeah, asshole,
his
yeah.
his 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 boy hit me up on that page though.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh
I
no,
don't know if
no,
you saw
no.
that
That,
shit.
that was me talking to you.
So that wasn't him. I thought that was him.
No, that was me talking to you
Oh,
about. Yeah, because I was telling you about the KRS One thing, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
you see such and such on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't know.
That
I
was
was like, why his boy hit me up?
yeah, that was me.
Okay.
That was it. No, I used to be cool with him until that front stoop shit
Right.
happened. But
Mari Taylor, what's good? He said, I don't think. Oh, it's not out yet. I thought it was out because they said she said May. I
15th,
thought it was Friday.
I think it's coming out 15th
Oh, okay.
or something like that.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Cool. Shit. I'm ready to start whenever y'all are though.
All right, let's go.
What's up I say? Oh, whatever. What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? This is your boy Reg in the building. You know what I'm saying? Happy Mother's Day again in case you guys are just now tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. Got my homeboy trying the building coming straight from New York. What's up,
Yeah,
bros? How you doing?
that's good. So,
Got my homeboy Vase in the building coming from Charlotte. How you doing, boss?
Yo, was goody, was goody, pretty good.
That's what's up. All right, so on this day in hip hop, May 13th, since it's Mother's Day, I decided to talk about Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This came out May 13th, 2022. I know, excuse me, it's a fairly recent album. I know, but I'm just like, you know what? This does the theme of parenthood and everything like that. I think it resonates today. So we've already done a review on this album, like literally like the week or a week or a week after it came out and everything like that. We both pretty much loved it. This is actually his final album on TD and Aftermath, and his first under his new creative company, PG Lane. It's a pretty, very, very, very great album. You know what I'm saying? Very mature when it came to Kendrick and stuff like that too. It's just talking about fatherhood, and, just talking about generational trauma and everything like that too. It's also a very controversial album. Just some of the content, especially when it comes to like domestic violence, and then also too, when it came to Kodak Black's appearance on this album too, because Kodak Black, he definitely has some controversy on him and whatnot too. So, but all in that album, I love the album. You know what I'm saying? I love songs like "We Cried Together." That's probably like my favorite song on this album. Worldwide Steppers. I love Purple Hearts, which ironically features Ghostface as well too, which we want to talk about his album too. Count Me Out, Crown. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how you do a hip hop album and shit like that. So this is a highly, highly, highly regarded masterpiece. I highly recommend this album. So, you guys have any thoughts on this album?
which one again? You talking about?
You
On
talking
this
about
day,
Kendrick Lamar
Oh,
joint?
Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick album was dope. I enjoyed it, especially the song where he talked about like his uncle, cross dressing and like the domestic violence track, and I thought it was dope. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but I mean, again, like I said earlier before, like Kendrick don't have a project that's disappointing to me. I think all of his projects were different from the last, and they were all dope.
I gotta actually listen to that album. It's funny that I feel like the album. I'm not gonna like the album, and I feel like that's why I haven't listened to it yet. If you don't know, I am a huge Kendrick Lamar fan though. Like
Right.
oh
I
yeah, I
actually
know.
put Kendrick Lamar in my top five, like a few years ago. I don't know if he's there anymore, but that's how much I like Kendrick Lamar. But I don't know. I haven't listened to the album yet, and I don't know why. I don't know. But you guys are saying it's good. You
Yeah.
said it's a good
I
album.
mean, it's good, but like as far as favorites, I still got Good Kid, Mad City, and Pimp a Butterfly. Damn, those to me are his best albums.
Okay.
Yeah, like to me, To Pimp a Butterfly is his best album. Then Good Kid, Mad City. This is probably my fourth favorite album from him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I might put this slightly above Section 80, but I feel like I already know with Kendrick, it's going to take me years to fully appreciate
Hmm.
and stuff like
Yeah,
this. But I remember when,
you put that over Section 80.
well, Mr. Morale,
Yeah,
at the moment,
you thought it
yes.
was that good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Q said, yeah, I was just talking about Damn Q. Like, I remember when I first heard Damn, I didn't really like it at first, but then over the years, I'm like, okay. After like the third or fourth list, I was like, okay, this is pretty dope and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
I felt the
So
same way about Damn. It took me a while.
Really?
Yeah, at first I was like, Damn, I don't know. I did like the singles that he dropped, like
Hmm.
Me and Them,
yeah,
like that. But the album, it just kind of threw me off. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting this. But over the time, I started appreciating it. I'm like, yo, it's another masterpiece by
Section
Kendrick.
80 is a classic. I love that album. I don't think he's even touching that album.
yeah. I mean, Kendrick. I mean, compared to other rappers who try to comment on him, I don't even want to mention his name. Kendrick's discography is pretty much flawless, in my
Right.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
banger after banger, classic after classic. In
Uh-huh.
my person, I'm not one to say an album's always a classic right away, but Kendrick is a different story, in my personal opinion. But yeah, man. But this album right here, we're gonna talk about "Set the Tone" by Ghostface Killah, aka Guns N' Roses. This album came out May 10th, 2024 on Mass Appeal Records. This is actually his first album on Mass Appeal, you know what I'm saying, which is Nas's label and whatnot too. So the stakes were already high.
Hmm.
Um, Producers include Bam Beats, Bundy, Danny Kayazo, Easy LP, David Forth, Ghostface himself, Greg GS, Ben Grimm, Juelz Polar, Now and Later's, Producer Plug, Ray, Scavo III, T the Human, True Faces, Vital, and Studio Steve Wallace. It came out with one single, which is Scar Tissue. Guest appearances: Jim Jones, Sheik Luch, Harley, Method Man, October London, Waquan, Nas, Iceman, Kanye West, Bennington, Fat Joe, Harley, Ja Rule, Trevor Jackson, AZ, BB. Um, that's a singer from Compton and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying. Busta Rhymes, Sean Waya, Sereni, Harley, Chucky Hollywood, and Remy Ma. Okay, so I don't even have to go to tell people who Ghostface Killer is. I mean, if you don't know, I don't even know what the fuck to tell you.
Be on the wrong channel.
Right, I don't even know what to fucking tell you. And we've already talked about a good amount of Ghostface albums, like Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Bulletproof Wallets, both versions of Bulletproof Wallets, Pretty Tony album, Fish Scale. We did a whole discography breakdown pretty much too. So yeah, we pretty much can go to any of them videos and stuff like that too. So originally, from what I looked up, you guys should know he was originally supposed to have done a Supreme Clientele 2.
That's coming.
You know what I'm saying? That kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And it's been said at first that Kanye was going to do the whole album. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I kind of hope not, to be honest with you, especially with Kanye and his antics and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for a different day. And so he mentioned that he had signed to Mass Appeal about a couple of months ago. I want to say I think it was like last year he announced it, working on some shit. Mind you, Nas over here was having a renaissance himself. Well, I don't even want to say. Well, I would say because the Nasir album, ironically from Kanye, was not good, which we'd already done a review on that album. You
And
know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
I was
So,
shocked. I thought Kanye would have given heat for that album.
mm, hey, you win some, you lose some. That's what I'm gonna say. And so, he pretty much released his album literally on his 45th birthday this past Friday too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, this album, I like the album cover. It's pretty much something Ghostface would have done and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man, 19 songs on this whole album, three skits. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with the first song, which is 6 minutes, featuring Jim Jones, Harley, and Sheik Luch. Now this is the nice way to kick off the album. This is like a solid song on some woo block shit. You know what I'm saying? With a little dipset here and there too. So I definitely fuck with this joint right here. You know what I'm saying? I kind of have to say, of course, Ghost did his thing on this one. I definitely love Ghost's verse and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So nice way to kick off the album.
I think this was a great track a great start off to the album. The beat is fire. The melody, to me, Sheik had the best verse. There's not too many times where I feel like, when it's a posse cut that Sheik had the best verse, but I loved his verse on here. And he said, that nigga ain't your man. You only talking years. His mom
Yeah.
passed away. Where the fuck is your tears? You still live in the hood. Where the fuck is the
The fuck
deers?
is
You
the
on the gram
dance?
all day. Like, who the fuck is? Loved his verse. Shout out to Sheik Luch. Like, Sheik has come a long way. I remember when 20 years ago it was all about Jada and Styles, and I think Sheik really stepped his pen game up, and even like his projects, like the Gorilla Ween projects that he dropped about like every Halloween, and he definitely has stepped his pen game up, and I think he had the best verse on it.
Definitely, definitely, man. Put some respect on Sheik
Yeah,
Luch, man, for
definitely.
real, man. I never understood the hate. I got as far as Sheik Luch goes. I think he's just as nice as everyone else.
Yes.
As far as his bars goes, he's just as nice. I mean, he probably is the worst as far as like making a solo project,
You think so?
yeah, like album wise, like making a song wise and stuff like
Uh,
that. He's clearly not as good as Jada and Styles. But if we're just talking about being in a group together and then
uh,
spitting one verse on a song, there's many times where I think she
yeah,
got off on,
yeah,
like,
I
but
agree.
anyway, man, this song was dope. I like the beat. The only thing I don't like about this song is I hate that the whole album. I just hate that it started off with Jim Jones corny ass on it. Like I'm sorry, like I just
Oh
don't
man,
I just
don't do that
don't
to
I
Jim.
just don't get the love for Jim Jones all of a sudden.
Oh
Like
my God,
he,
what are you
he's
saying?
he is not spitting. He's been rapping way too long for still to be off beat. Like I just can't stand it. Like
But
I don't.
this is a New York album. Like all of the artists on here are like basically from New York.
Yeah, but I just like Jim Jones. Like his verse is just I can't. But I still like the track. But it's
Right.
just like I could have did without Jim Jones being the first voice I heard on this on this album. But yeah, it's a dope song overall though.
Yo, shout out to my homie Emeka and the Hip Hop Jedi's Worldwide. Shout out to you, Emeka. Thanks for joining us.
What's
But
up, boss?
I love the
Yeah.
track, man. I mean, Jim Jones at this point, he's a legend. Like Dipset, come
oh
on,
my
Bird Gang.
god.
He's a legend, bro. I don't expect at this point. I don't. Well, I never thought Jim Jones was a great lyricist anyway, but he knows how to make hit records, and I like his hustle. Where he had to hustle to get his contract. He had at one point when he had like 3 different deals.
He got hustle, but
Yeah,
mm,
you know what I'm saying. Like he's not a lazy artist. Like he definitely is on it.
You're not you're not convinced to
Not
convey
convincing.
that this.
Oh, I tried.
This is just the sound of his voice, man. It's just like, hey, fuck it. I mean, Jim Jones. I feel like he's doing his best rapping now than he did back in the day. But I'm never
Yeah,
really.
he has. He's come a long way.
But I mean, I got into Dipset pretty late,
Right.
honestly. You know what I'm saying? I've only been really more of a Cameron fan. Joel's, he's okay, but is he wasted his potential?
If we had one, I agree. Joel's that was wasted potential. If you had one Jim Jones album to listen to, what would it be?
You asking me or Vase?
Both of them.
Oh, that's easy. El Capo.
El Capo was dope. I was thinking more of Diary of a Summer. I think that's his best album.
Okay.
yeah,
El
whatever.
Capo was fire. Even the one that dropped last year with the one he did with Harry Fraud, the Fraud Department, that was fire too.
I heard that was good.
That was good.
It'll probably be his. Or what was Diarrhea or something? Let me see.
That was like what was that, like 07, 08 that came out.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's that one. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
remember. I believe it's that one, but yeah, I can't. Like,
I know.
he be off beat, and it's
He's an
just like.
acquired taste. Oh five, okay. Yeah, oh five. He's an acquired taste.
Mm,
Mm, respect. All right. Next song we got is Pair of Hammers featuring Method Man. You know,
mm.
honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. This is my favorite track on the album.
Yes,
To be real
sir.
with you.
Already?
Yes.
It's only
Yeah.
track 2.
I, is not. I mean, I have two other favorite tracks, but this is by far one I have to
Okay.
go back and replay. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I thought the album was going to be mostly. Because I feel like, which I'm gonna get to that part. Let me stop. Let me get to that part when we get to the end. But this is just that vintage Wu shit.
Yeah.
Meth and Ghost. Can't get no better than that in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I love the beat from Studio Steve Wallace and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I love when Meth said, "I tell a lottie dottie like I'm Rick. We jamming in the party, Bob Marley with the spliff, Black Bugatti with the shift. Look at Johnny, I'm blazing, got an army, not a clique." That's some Tikal wordplay he was definitely doing and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
Method Man, he always was good with the pen.
Always.
Like every year, he always got better and better
Yes.
and stuff like that too. That's one thing I'll always give Meth, in my personal opinion. So I felt like he definitely stole the show on this one. So this is some straight up New York shit, some very grown up New York shit. So I fucking love this.
This is fire. Method Man never disappoints. Any feature he does, he always kills it. He still got the bars. And I want to hear a new Method Man album. It's long overdue. Just give us the right producers. I don't want to hear RZA. Give me if he was supposed to drop an album with Havoc. We still waiting for that. But it is time for a new Method Man album. I want to hear it because he still got the bars. He definitely killed it on this one. I love the beat for this. Ghost saying, and I'm gonna tell you this: me and Johnny Blaze will skin you niggas like fish. It comes to murder, I insist. Operating tables quietly. We trying to snitch. This about a bitch. We cut the molly out her tits. Love this feature. And even like in the past when Ghost and Method would do features together, they always killed it. And this was one of my favorites as well.
Yo, straight emoji flames across the board on this joint. Straight emoji flames, yo. Like, son, like this beat. Woo!
This beat
It
fire.
just and we need to talk about how Method Man right now, and probably since he's been out,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to say he's one of the best feature artists ever
Yeah,
of all time.
definitely.
Like
I agree.
I don't think anybody comes off like if you want to talk about gets on a big record, bodies Biggie, you
Hmm.
know. Any song he features on, he just goes off. Just the Wu Tang stuff in general, like
Yeah,
he just be going off. Like
yeah,
now, as far as like his solo projects, all right, that's
yeah,
debatable. It's
yeah.
debatable. It's like,
He's Jadakiss.
right. But son, Method Man bars are insane, bro. Like, and as far as right now, like I know we talk about like Nas and AZ still being like the people from that era that can still get
Yeah.
busy. I I might have to put my money on Meth,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Like if it had to be like three of them in a
yeah,
battle,
definitely.
Meth be
He
going
do.
off, yo, and
He
he
do.
went off on this joint. Like the way he started off his verse on this
Mhm.
joint, like the flow is just insane, yo. So yeah,
The,
this is a this is my shit right here.
the production has always been the issue with Meth, but he got the balls. He could do the songs.
Yeah.
He's on features now. Like he's on the Conway album. He
Mm-hmm.
did the joint with Madlib. You know what I'm saying? Like he's everywhere. Like he's totally killing it right now.
Yeah. And if you haven't Pete, he doesn't curse at all
Right.
anymore. Like
Exactly.
the last like 5-10 years, I think he has
Mhm.
eliminated cursing in his verses, but he's still
Yeah.
bodying it. It's like he's getting better without using the curses. So it's like it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, man.
Antoine said Rel is I agree. Hell Rel is one of them dudes. He another one that fell off too though. He should have kept putting up content.
Definitely, man. I agree on that part too.
Yeah.
All right, track number 3, Skate Odyssey, featuring October London and Raekwon. This was produced by Ghostface himself. Yeah, October London. Y'all should know he did that with Birth of Marvin. Now we did that a couple months ago as well too.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? This is definitely a fire ass joint right here. I love the beat of this one. Definitely had that like braggadocio kind of feel to it. This should definitely be a damn single, in my opinion. Like it had that Supreme Clientele feel in my honest opinion, which I fucking love. So yeah, fire ass joint.
I love October London. Like, if you haven't heard his album, go check it out. Even he did a live show. It's on the Snoop Dogg YouTube channel, and he like did the whole album live, and he sounds like Marvin Gaye. That's like Marvin Gaye Jr. right there. I know that sounds blasphemy to say, but he sounds
I
like
don't know
Marvin
about
Gaye.
him.
He
I don't
sounds
know
like
about.
Marvin Gaye. When you hear him, he sounds like Marvin Gaye. That if Marvin Gaye was still alive, it would be October London. He's a
Mhm.
great singer. I loved him on the chorus. And this is like vintage Ray and Ghost. You know, Ray killed it. He said, I'm calling in the slow jams. We hold hands. It's the project, slow dance. I'm Joe Dancer. You my cream puff, bubble butt, buttercup. Get into some more gangster shit. Nut up. I love this flow. You know how Ray do. Ray always kill it. This needs to be a single. This is vintage Ray and Ghost.
Right. Yeah, this joint is crazy. This kind of reminds me of Pretty Tony vibes
Yeah.
from that album. Um, I didn't know that he produced this beat. That's crazy. It's a pretty valid beat, man. Like the sing and everything was dope. Definitely good vibes song, and I can see it being like a cool summer joint though. So
Mhm.
I fucks with this one.
It's getting expensive to pay for Hit Boy and for
Right.
Metro Boomin and all them. So he had to do his own beats.
Hmm.
Right, and nothing wrong with that.
Right.
All right, next joint, Scar Tissue featuring Nas.
Mm.
I've always had mixed feelings about this joint. I'm gonna be real with you.
Really?
Yeah, even when it first came out, I didn't like the beat too much when Ghost was rapping, but when the beat switched up for Nas, I feel like it fit Nas more and stuff like that. Like the song is dope lyrically, but I just not care for the beat.
Hmm. I've heard that a few times. I saw someone make a TikTok video about talking about like their issue with this song, and it was
Right.
the beat. And I'm like, what's wrong with the beat?
Right.
I don't get it, but okay.
I love it. I think it's a banging collab. Nas is gonna kill it on any beat. So I think it was a great collab. You know, it's a great first single. The video's out. I enjoyed it. I think it's one of the best tracks on here.
Yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best up here with a pair of hammers.
Yeah.
This is, and then the last joint, Skate. This is definitely one of the better songs on the album. The beat to me is fine. Like I don't see nothing wrong with the beat, just in my opinion. The verses, I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with Nas. You know, Nas is
Mhm.
my goat too. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy because I got two of my goats on the same songs.
Right.
It can't get any better than this.
Right.
But if I have to compare, which I like to do,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that Ghostface got Nas on this one. You know,
That's something we don't hear.
yeah, I
Wow.
think Ghostface definitely got the best of Nas. I really wasn't too excited about Nas's verse after he finished. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, that was cool. He got off, but
Mhm.
I was expecting a little more. But
Yeah.
I ain't upset.
I agree.
I'm not upset with this.
I agree. Now, Mecca says the beat doesn't fit Ghostface. I mean, I think
What?
Ghost is super talented. He could spit to any beat, whether it's acapella or a fast beat or slow
This is
beat.
exactly what Ghostface spits on. Like I
I
don't
mean,
get
to,
it.
to me, I thought the beat was dope. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people wanted.
This is exactly what Ghostface like. If I heard
Yeah.
this beat, I'd be like, "Ooh, Ghostface."
Right.
This is supreme clientele Ghostface right here. Like this beat, this is what you would hear on Supreme Clientele.
Right.
I don't. Yeah. Mm.
You know, Pretty Tony had some beats that yeah he was spitting on that sounded similar to this.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, next next track we got is Keo in the Safe featuring Iceman. This one was dope as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites on this album as well too. You know what I'm saying? Again, some straight up gutter New York shit. Excuse me,
Hmm.
straight up gutter New York shit. Can't talk today. So yeah, I love this one.
I like the beat. It had like a haunting melody too.
Hmm.
I don't know who Iceman is, but Iceman was rapping on it as well. But this was a fire track. I liked it.
Yeah, this is definitely the I like to say like the new. I don't know what particular sound it is, but it's definitely like the new New York sound
Yeah,
as far as like the beat.
yeah,
I would love to hear like I'm listening to it and like what if like Lola Brooke was on this joint or something like that.
right, right.
I think that would have been kind of crazy. Like
Yeah,
ooh, like
I'm not a
because
fan.
this
I've seen Lola Brooke live too. I'm not a fan of her, but
well, I can't say I never heard an album of her, but I do
yeah,
know she you know she every now and then I hear songs and stuff like that. But I think
she a
she
little cutie, but I'm not. I was at the Timberland event last year that they were holding,
uh
like for the anniversary, and she was there with Rock Marcy, and she came out first. So
mm,
I didn't care for her. I know people were like enamored with her,
mm.
but she represents New York, like the new sound, like you said. So
Right, yeah. So that yeah, that's what that was my connection was just like the new sound with
right,
this beat and the 808s in this joint. Like, and I thought that would have came off good, but overall, it's a decent song, man. I fucks with
yeah,
this shit.
Definitely. All right, then we got skit one. It's just Ghostface talking about his top five cereals and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty funny. I like them. I like when you talk about that the real Apple Jacks with the fucking real cinnamon, which I
right,
missed that
yeah.
fucking shit. That's the
Why
best
did they
Apple
get rid of it?
Cause I think people complain about sugar, the sugar intake. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything could kill you at this point. So
Well, no, he
the that
has he has
he has diabetes.
diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you know what I'm saying. I mean, what's your top five cereal all time?
mm,
Hmm.
If you got any?
Um, number one, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay,
Number two, Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. I didn't like that. I hated that
Oh, you
because it
tripping?
would always turn the milk a different color,
That's the best part.
rainbow milk. I don't like that.
Number three, Corn Pops.
They don't like that either. Corn
mm.
pops.
What
Wow,
the fuck? Wow. Number number four, um, Frosted Flakes. Can't go wrong with
that's my
Frosted Flakes.
shit. That's number one for me. Frosted Flakes. Come on.
And this is gonna be a surprise to a lot of people. My number five, y'all remember Honey Smacks?
I remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
my
Is that the
shit.
one? Is that the one with the frog? The
The
frog was on the
fog,
front.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
remember that shit.
Me, like it's changed. Like as I got older, like I started getting into like the older kind of cereals and shit like
Yeah.
that. So I'm gonna have to throw a little bit of them in there. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to say, of course, cinnamon toast.
Yes,
That's up there.
Mm.
definitely.
Fruity pebbles. Then I would have to say, uh, uh, Captain Crunch 3. And then for my old from I have to my old head cereal shit, I would have to say Raisin Bran.
Raisin bread is my shit. I know Mecca
Raisin
said that too.
Raisin
Yes.
Bran is my shit
Yeah.
as an older man now. Like
Yeah.
Raisin Bran is my shit. And the second one would have to be uh Frosted Mini Wheats, yo.
Yes. Frosted mini
Ew.
wheats.
It's, it's
Definitely.
fire, bro.
You ain't
Those
gotta
are
add no
nasty.
sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I had to cut back on all of those cereals from back in the day. So Raisin Bran is in my top five. Frosted Flakes and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Once in the blue, I have those. I can't eat it like I used to. I do
Hmm.
have diabetes in my family also. And Special K. Special K got to
Ew.
yeah. Special that's
Y'all like them nasty cereals. Ew.
that's to prevent us from dying, Reg. You know what I'm saying?
Honey Nut Cheerios lowers my
Honey Nut
cholesterol and shit.
Cheerios too. I actually got Honey Nut Cheerios in my kitchen right now. So yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios too.
Shit. I had some Special K one time. I thought I was gonna go some titties because there's always some commercial with the women promoting that shit. So I thought I
Oh,
was
you
gonna go some titties
stupid.
at what point.
You dumb. They had Ice T promoting it. You saw the commercial with Ice T?
Don't even get me started on that. Yo, this is Ice T.
Yeah.
Get yourself some special. I was
The
like, this
Cop
nigga.
Killer. Of
Yeah,
course. Who better to promote Special K than Ice T?
yeah. I used to hate Raisin Bran as a kid, but
Yeah.
I would say the last like 10 years, 15 years
Hmm.
of my life, like I
Yeah.
definitely Raisin Bran has been the shit.
Yeah. 'Cause my grandparents used to eat all that, like Special K and
Mm,
cornflakes and all that. And then when I got older and I was like, yo, I gotta cut back on the sugar, I had to start getting
yeah.
Raisin Bran and stuff. So
Mhm.
Before I go on, you know what's the most overrated cereal?
What's that?
Fruity Pebbles.
I agree. I used to eat Cocoa
Yeah.
Pebbles. I like that more.
Cocoa Pebbles was way better, but
Yeah.
I used to love them commercial with Fred and Barney. I thought,
Hmm.
oh, this shit would be banging. This shit had no
Yeah.
fucking taste to it.
But it has like a resurgence now because of the Nikes that they made based on Fruity Pebbles, and that was
Nike,
LeBron's favorite cereal growing up.
of
Fruity
course.
Pebbles is still the
Yeah.
shit. You just gotta put a whole bunch in that shit, and don't put
Yeah.
too much milk in it. Just put a little bit of
Yeah.
milk.
It
Oh,
changes
I'm,
color too. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna try it out then.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, next song.
Oh,
No
by the
face.
way, before we go, the skit. So, am I confused? But did isn't this like a continuation of something a skit he did before? Because I feel like he had a skit where he talked about
With the
cereal before.
cereal.
Yeah. But I just can't remember like what album it was. But I feel like when I hear it, I'm like, didn't he hit? I was like, isn't this like a continuation of something he
It
did
sounded like
before?
something he would have did before anyway.
Right, yeah.
I agree. I thought the same thing.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But anybody know in the chat, put it out there.
Next track we got is No Face featuring Kanye West. Surprisingly, this is a song I actually like.
Oh, you
You know
like
what I'm
this one?
saying?
Yay. Okay.
Surprisingly, Kanye rapped like he has some common sense. I'm like,
He
wow.
always has common sense. What are you talking about?
There been some shit. There been some shit he been saying these past 6 years. I'm just like, I don't. I'm confused that this was the
He,
same guy that
he
did
was in the
late
sunken place. He had to get
registration.
out of the Kardashian family to get right again.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
oh yeah, the witches of Hollywood. I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
but yeah, he had Easy LP, one of the most
Right.
underrated
Yeah.
producers. Man, this is a cat that done shit for like OC,
Go
Capone and
report.
Noriega. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. Yes, yes, classic album, man. They don't
He did
know,
shit for Bad Boy
but yeah, man.
of all labels.
Okay, now you let's stick to the subjects, please. I don't want to mention Bad Boy and shit because if you mention Bad Boy, we're gonna talk a whole lot about Puffy, a whole 10-minute conversation about Puffy and shit. So, but anyway, No Face is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I love Ghostface on this track right here too. You know what I'm saying? He had a dope line where he said, "My man got 85 to life, and that's years." The same day he spit at the judge and threw a chair. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a Dead Presidents reference. You know what I'm saying? Lorenz
Okay.
Tate movie, classic movie in my personal opinion. One of the Hughes brothers, probably my second favorite Hughes brothers movie next to Menace of Society. To be real with you,
Mhm.
back when they were actually doing dope shit. You know?
Right. Yeah, this was fire. This reminded me of like Mighty Healthy
Yes.
and cause it had like the same type of beat, like the same type of drums on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I thought it was fire. Kanye again. We get sane Kanye on here. I loved it. He said, I might tell you you're the one when I'm hitting it till I post nut and come to my senses. I loved his verse. And this is the Kanye I want to hear. When he links up with Ghostface, he ain't gonna do no weirdo shit. This was one of my favorite tracks on here.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's definitely a go. It felt like as soon as the song came on, it just felt familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Like this is another track that I felt like, wait, did I hear this before? Like, why do I feel like I heard this on a Ghostface album before?
Right.
But yeah, it just feels familiar. Both of the artists did a great job on that. The beat is fire. I think the show of like the the show of the song is pretty much I think the hook. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he did the singy kind of Ghostface singy hook on it, and it just fit everything fit well, man. So I definitely fucked with the
So
song.
so Anton said it was on Frisk Scale that he I guess he did a serial.
Oh, okay, yeah, I knew it was something.
Yeah. Was
Yes.
it a full track or was it a skit on Frisk Scale?
I think it was a skit.
It was a
Okay.
skit. I know what skit you're talking about now.
He did another one.
All right. So yeah, that's a dope song right here. I wish this Kanye was rapping like this in the past couple of albums, but that's another
Hey,
story
I,
for a
I
different
like
day.
Vultures. I thought Vultures was dope.
Mhm.
I don't know. Next track is Champion Sound featuring Benetton. I like this song, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm tired of that Sister Nancy Bam Bam sample, and I love that song.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That sample has been so much used to death. I'm just like, oh my god, they use it the same fucking way
Right.
and stuff like that too. It's just like, okay, guys, we get it. Nah. I feel like main source use it the best,
Mhm.
in my personal opinion, with just hanging out joint.
True.
But I love this song though. I
Yeah.
love this.
I like it. It has like a reggae vibe. We don't really hear ghosts on like reggae joints like this.
Mhm.
I thought it was dope. He said laying up like two gold lines in a chandelier. Aki spots is where I shop with no ham in there. I like that reference to the Aki spots, and I thought it was dope. Like it's a different sound for ghosts, but like Red said, like they didn't really do nothing with the sample though. It's like he just rhyming over the sample. You know what I mean? He didn't really like flip it or anything or make it like sped it up or anything. So
Mhm. Yeah, that's traditional. That's vintage Ghostface. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah,
just play the sample and I'm gonna spit over the record. Like,
right, facts.
that's what Ghost does, man. I fucks with this song. It's a vibe. You don't really, like you said, you don't really get to hear Ghost, mixed with reggae a lot
Hmm.
of the time. So it was good to hear, man. I definitely fucks with this song.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Q. And then yeah, I agree with you on both try and base. Yeah, I forgot about that. Blowjob Betty from Getting Where You Fitted. He also used that good as
right.
fuck too. You know what I'm saying? That's a classic album right there too. Getting Where You Fitted. Next joint we got is Cape Fear featuring Fat Joe and Harley. I'm not gonna hold you. I did not like this joint. I'm gonna be real with you.
Wow, what?
I ain't like this
Crazy.
joint.
This
I
joint
mean,
fire.
some of these guest appearances, I don't know. I didn't care for this Harley motherfucker and shit like that too. Fat Joe, I mean, he was kind of hit on miss on this one as well too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Fat Joe's been hit or miss for years, so that don't really surprise me. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Joe was fire on here. Like his verse, he said, "Free my niggas with cars in their garages, Louis and Versace and Gucci in their carpets." Joe and this shit lopsided. Came with that drip, you can go rock climbing. I loved his verse. This is like a typical New York joint. Ghost and Fat Joe. The other dude I didn't care for. He could have been off the track, but I think it was still a fire joint.
Yeah, I agree. I felt we could have did without whoever the guy on the hook
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Wasn't feeling the hook at all. It's like, what are you talking about? but as far as the verses and the beat, the beat was decent, and Ghost is Ghostface and Fat
yeah.
Joe. Fat Joe did an eye job, so it was a decent track. Not one of my favorites, but it's alright.
yeah, I agree with you on that. All right, then we get to skit two, which I call the lovey dovey skit. You know what I'm saying? With his girls calling him talking about can't wait to see you. I
Right.
mean, it kind of predates what's to come. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, he had calling up a shorty and she like waiting for him. It was dope.
Mhm. Yeah, man, pretty much what everybody just said.
Yeah,
Yeah, which leads into the downfall of this album. Starting with Plan B featuring Harley. This T Pain wannabe motherfucker. I'm like, Ghost, are you serious, Ghost? What? Like, and this is really the first time he really has like auto tune. I'm like, I never would I imagine a Wu song with auto tune. Never would I imagine, but
Mhm.
nah, I did not like this joint. It's too lovey dovey. It's too mainstream. I don't know what he was doing. I just didn't like it.
I like the song. Ghost rapping about getting a chick preggy, and I like the song and the message. Or the auto tune thing. He actually used that before on the Ghost Dini album. Yeah, the joint he did with
Oh, but that was
uh
dope.
the baby joint with what's his name?
Oh
Raheem
yeah,
Devon.
Raheem Devine. Yeah.
Raheem Devon,
I
right? He
forgot.
was singing with the goat with autotune on the chorus,
But see, that was dope. I
right?
Yeah, that
forgot
was
about
dope.
that. That was
But
dope and
that's not
shit.
even my issue with the album. When we give the the our ranking. That's not even my issue with the album. It's not even the auto tune. It's the latter part of the album. But I think the joint was dope.
The very unpopular truth. What's up? You said Ghost my favorite rapper ever. Salute.
I think I'm like conflicted with the song because like I think it's dope. Like I'm not mad at the auto tune. I think this is cool. I think this is another good thing to hear from Ghostface. Like he's in the later part of his career. You want to hear like something a little different. You know what I mean? So I felt this was cool. Like all right, cool. It's cool to hear Ghostface on something like a new age kind of sound. My issue with it though is like it's not the auto tune, it's the lyrics. Like I just felt it was corny. Like Plan B, like somebody singing Plan.
Yeah.
It's like what? Like they could have picked better lyrics. I mean, he's a good. The melody sounded good, but I don't know. It just could have been better lyrics for me as far as the hook goes. But
Different could be good and it could be bad. Cause we saw what happened with Busta's last album. That was terrible.
oh
Ooh,
yeah,
He
yeah.
tried to go way too different.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
still recovering from that, nigga.
yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't like the lyrics. I just felt the lyrics kind of for the hook part. It could have been written a little better.
Hmm. Man, all right. Now we're going to the next song, "Bad Bitch," featuring Ja Rule and Trevor Jackson. Ah, my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. This could have been a Ja Rule song by itself, to be real with you.
It could have.
It could have been a Ja Rule song by itself. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I mean, this song could have been a bit better. I didn't care for the beat to this one either, to be real with you.
I think this was good. Just Ja Rule. It's good to hear Ja Rule again. Him and Ghost, and I like it. I think this could be like a radio single. It was dope. He had like some finger snaps on the beat and all that, and I enjoyed it.
Um, yeah. As a person that has lately, I've been sticking up for Ja Rule
Okay.
because I feel like because I said this on the post this the other day because Ja
Mhm.
Rule had made a statement about comparing like what was it like sports
Yeah.
like with rap. So
Hmm.
he's saying like a championship equals like a platinum album or something like
Right.
that. I don't know if anybody saw that post, but I was looking in the comments of that and just it's so much hate. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, and I've been saying this. I'm like,
Hmm.
why do y'all hate Ja Rule? Like,
Hmm.
let's be honest,
But
right?
he didn't get the same type of hate that Drake is getting now. He never got that.
That's true.
Let's be honest. Like, why do people hate Ja Rule? Like,
Because he's mainstream. He
there's
was
lit
singing.
there's literally no
He's kind of
reason.
corny to me.
I mean, okay, if you don't like his music, that's cool. But like, people literally just hate anything he
Hmm.
says, anything he does. Like,
Hmm.
people just go off and hate him for no reason. The only reason why people hate Ja Rule is strictly because 50 Cent made
Yes,
you hate Ja Rule.
exactly.
Other than that, Ja Rule has literally done nothing for anybody to hate him for 20 plus years. Like
Drake is
y'all
better.
just hate y'all
Drake
just
Drake is what Ja Rule was in the 2000s.
y'all just hate him for no reason. But anyway, that's another story. This song, um, I felt it was alright. I really, when I said before that last track, it was different. It was good to hear Ghostface on something different. As far as this track goes, I don't know. Like it was different, but just not in the way I wanted to hear Ghostface and Ja Rule. I was actually excited about this track because I wanted to hear. I thought that was a cool dynamic of Ja Rule and Ghostface on the same track. But
This dude says there's no connection. Drake is better, but you don't like Drake. So then, what's your point then? I don't get it. If you don't like Drake, well, and you have no connection, how is he better then? Because you actually have to connect to the artist for you to feel like he's better.
yeah.
I guess he lives by his name, the very unpopular truth.
I don't know what truth that is.
But he don't like Ja Rule either, so I know exactly where he's coming
But
from.
but I mean, look, just listen. Ja Rule was mainstream just like Drake was. But the hate that I'm seeing for Drake, Ja Rule never got that. He only got the hate once 50 came out and 50 turned his fans against him. And then 50
Right,
was going off doing the same shit. 21
right.
questions. That's a job.
It's,
That's a job
But
track.
it's like
but
50 plays some Jedi mind trick on the
Yeah,
hip hop community.
he was doing
but
the same shit Ja Rule was doing.
a lot of Drake's hate is kind of a lot of it's valid. Like I can understand, but if you look at Ja Rule's career, like he has literally done nothing for
Right.
y'all to hate him.
And
Like like
that's what I
some
was asking Reg. I was asking Reg. I'm like, yo, is the hate for Drake his personality or is it his artistry?
yeah.
Well, I can tell you why I hate the motherfucker, to be real with you.
I mean, there's a
Drake
hundred
got
things
lyrics.
you could
Drake
say.
got a ghostwriter.
There's
What
a
you
lot
talking
of
about?
things you
Ja
could
Rule
say
wrote all
about.
this shit.
There's a lot of things you could say about Drake that you'd be like, oh, okay, this is why I don't like him. But as far as Ja Rule, other than him just killing the early 2000s, like what has he done for y'all to be hating him
Ja
for
Rule
20
made hits
years?
for other artists, like songwriting hits. Drake ain't never done that because he don't fucking actually write.
Right. Niggas just hate Ja Rule just because 50 Cent. That's crazy. And they've been riding with that for 20 years, still hating on the man for no reason.
I ain't never stopped supporting. I was promoting Ja Rule albums on Murder Inc. I ain't
Mm.
never stopped listening to dude because 50 Cent got a problem with him. That ain't my beef.
That's crazy.
You know, you see how easy like these artists make people just change their mind. Oh, I'm gonna stop listening to Ja Rule because 50 said so.
Right.
Come on,
So if 50 told you to swallow some expired milk, are you gonna do it?
exactly. You gonna do it?
Anyway, uh oh, they do have a pool outside. Oh, it's lit. Anyway, next track. Ooh. Um Locked In featuring AZ and BB. BB. Okay. These names I tell you.
Mhm.
This track was okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think this track used that
Be happy.
Be
Yeah.
Happy. I
Yeah,
wanna that Curtis Mayfield sample.
right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty okay and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to hear AZ, one of the most dopest and underrated MCs of all time. So it's alright.
The only issue I have with this track, they should have got Mary on the chorus instead of this BB guy.
Yeah.
Because Mary
Mm,
made this a hit single for Be Happy or for one of her best albums, My Life. Why not get Mary? It's not like Ghost ain't used Mary before.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of
Like
I'm kind of
why
glad.
put some unknown dude that can't sing on the chorus when you can get the Queen of Hip Hop Soul on the chorus? That would have made much
Honestly,
more sense.
they should have Charlie Wilson on the track. I'm gonna
Or
be real
Charlie
with you.
Wilson. But I'm thinking
Charlie
it's
Wilson
the
was
Kurt
good.
Mayfield sample. Mary made it a hit again. Get Mary on the chorus. You've worked with Mary before.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I loved it. AZ was flawless. Again, another great artist that kills all his features. Loved this verse. He said, "This that life I represent, the righteousness type. You the wife, you the less percent. It's evident in the food platter, the jewels man, the skirt bag, and the shoe swagger. The views captured. Loved his flow. This needs to be a single.
Mhm. Um. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the placing of the track for me, that has like a disconnect because I feel like I should like the song,
Right? Was it too
and
low? Was it too low in the track listing for you?
yeah, maybe where it's placed or something. There is a disconnect I have for the song, even though I feel like it has all the recipes of being a good song. Like as the catchy sample,
Right.
you have Az on it. You have the singer or whatever doing this thing. I don't know. It's just I do have a disconnect with the song. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it, but the only thing I can say is maybe it's just the placing of
Right.
it.
Definitely. All right. Sam said Ja Rule over Drake. I'm not mad about that,
I ain't,
honestly. Honestly, I put Tone Loc over Drake, to be real with you.
I ain't going that far now. I ain't going that far.
All right, track number 14, skit 3. What was going on in this skit? I ain't right
They
now.
were like cracking jokes.
Cracking jokes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I ain't care for this skit, to be real
It
with
was okay. I mean, it's just a skit of this niggas cracking jokes on each other.
you.
What's
Right.
What's funny is, and this is why my title says Ghostface Lost Twin, is because for some reason, like I've always been compared to Ghostface, like throughout like my childhood with
Right.
friends and stuff like that. Like my nickname is actually Ghost. People have been calling me
Okay.
Ghost
We're
for a
gonna
long
call you Ghost from now on then.
people, people have been calling me Ghost for a minute. But I guess I have a lot of similarities with Ghostface, and it just keeps on happening. So, like back in 2008, I dropped a mixtape, and I have pretty much. I wish I could play it right now. I'll play
Yeah.
it for y'all later, maybe. But I have the same exact skit. Literally, this skit is same exact everything. Like people laughing in the background, just cracking jokes.
Mm,
It's literally the same fucking thing. I'm like, wow, yo, how does this keep happening? Like,
right.
and just last year, I did a song. I don't rap anymore,
Mm,
but I did a song for somebody that I produced, and I did a verse, and my first lines was I said something about sangria.
right.
And if you listen to Ghostface's new song with Nas, his first
Mm,
line in the song is
sangria.
he says sangria or something. So I'm like, bro, there's so many. I don't get. It's so weird. It's like magic. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, me and him always
Hey, man.
end up doing the same shit.
Yeah, I want to hear the collab with you and Ghost at some point. That's
Word,
coming. Supreme Clientele too. That's coming.
word,
We're gonna
facts.
speak into existence.
But yeah, I just wanted to share that because this skit is yeah, I. But you know, I did the same skit like in 2008, so I can't hate on it.
Unpopular truth says, how y'all feel about Coast Contra?
I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't. I've seen their clips and their freestyles, and they remind me so much of like Leaders of New School.
They dropped the album.
I believe they dropped the album,
Oh, okay.
but I
Who's close?
haven't really listened to a lot of their music. I know they did like a live performance on YouTube. I want to check that out.
I
And
feel like they're good for just live shit. Like I can't hit. I don't know if I can hit like a good album from them.
well, I don't know. I didn't hear the album yet. So I want to hear what they got.
Okay.
I never heard shit from them.
You heard them. They be them dudes that be
A bunch of
rapping.
college.
They be super animated. Like
They got a lot of energy.
the one
You know.
guy rap like he like Busta Rhymes and shit from
Hmm.
back in the leader. Those
Yeah.
you heard it. Like you heard him before. You seen him on you or Instagram or some shit like that.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aren't them the motherfuckers when I'm trying to listen to an album, they always sneak their music in the albums I'm trying to listen to?
I'm not sure. I never heard an album from them. I never even heard a song from them. I just hear them all the time, like freestyling somewhere.
I
Cause
think they did they did a freestyle with Flex.
Hmm.
But yeah, they from what I've seen, they dope. I want to hear like actual songs from them.
Right. Yeah, they could definitely rap their ass off,
Yeah.
but I just never heard a song from them.
I have to actually see their face to refresh my memory. To be real,
Yeah.
Hmm.
because you guys say fake ass Busta Rhymes. 'Cause I'm looking up on YouTube. I was like, these sons of Rascas. I'm just like, oh wow,
Hmm.
Hey, Rascast is a dope MC.
interesting. Because when it comes to these sons of these popular artists, some of them just suck. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Right.
No, these dudes. They like if you don't like them, that's crazy because like if you value like people that can actually rap, like these dudes
Hmm.
is they go in. They definitely
Yeah,
go
they're
in.
not the sons of Busta Rhymes, but they have the energy of like Leaders of New School,
Right,
Rumpelstiltskins, those rap groups from the '90s that are sorely missing now in rap.
right.
Interesting. Okay, I'll check them out. I'll check them out. All right. Next joint we got "Touch You" featuring Sean Weller. I didn't like this joint. To be real with you, it's too
I didn't
fucking.
like this either. Too much auto tune on this. Way too much.
It's
Yeah.
just like this. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, Ghost is trying to have some fun. I guess at the end of this album, it's just said, "Fuck it, let me do some auto tune shit." I think he did maybe one too many of them
Yeah.
joints. It's just not. It just sounds just a disconnection. Another disconnection I have.
Sometimes too much fun can be a bad thing. To be real with you.
Right.
I don't mean not to be a dick. I'm just saying it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
Anyway, um, Next joint we got is Shots featuring Busta Rhymes, Sereni, and Harley. I'm gonna be real with you. This sounds like something that could have been on Busta's album,
Yes.
Blockbuster. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be fucking real with you. And that's not, and y'all know that's not a good thing.
Right. It has a reggaeton beat, and it's this definitely made for radio. This is like a
Yeah,
club joint. I don't like Busta on it though. I think he didn't need Busta on it. But I do feel like it could be played in the club, and
yeah.
I can see this as a single. I just don't like, but I don't like Busta on none of these songs no more. Like he after Blockbuster, it's like he just left a bad taste in my mouth. Pause. I just don't like anything that he's on right now. And I'm not hearing vintage nostalgia Busta. I'm hearing like Busta in 2024 that's trying to keep up with the younger generation. It's just not working for him.
Yeah, I'm not like a super fan of the song, but I do get the song. Like,
Yeah,
I think this song, like Trav said, I think this song could actually do really well.
yeah.
Um, if it's promoted and
Hmm.
if it gets on the radio, I think it has the potential to be like probably one of the bigger songs on his album.
Right.
Um, but it's not something that I like necessarily would want to hear from Ghostface and them, but I do get and understand, that this definitely has a potential. It has that sound that could be a
Yeah.
big song.
Respect. All right. Next joint we got is Trap Phone featuring Chucky Hollywood. Man, I wish I was trying to pull up the lyrics to this joint, but this song right here is just bad.
I didn't like this.
I'm gonna be real with you.
No.
I'm tr- I'm kind of mad at Genius because he has a squeaky ass voice. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, Ghost, where are you finding these TikTok singers from, man? What the fuck?
No. This is like trap. I don't want trap and ghost don't even sound right together. Like no, no.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes got in his ear. He was like, "Yo, do what I did on Blockbuster." No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Hey, yo, Ghost.
Yeah,
Gotta
the
be about to do what you did.
the crazy thing is, it's like, Ghost, what are you doing,
Yeah.
bro? Why are you rapping like that, Ghostface? This is not you, Ghostface.
No.
Why are you literally rapping like this right now? Like I never heard Ghostface like try to go outside of what he did.
Right.
This is the first time. It's like a weird, cringy experience listening to him rap on this because he literally tried to go somewhere else. He tried to do the new style
Right.
rapping, and oh my god, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Ghostface never do that again. Come
No.
on, man. Like,
Please.
your lost twin.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Please don't do that again,
Yes.
bro.
Tell him that when you on Supreme Clientele too. Make sure you tell him that in the studio.
Word.
Never do this again.
Man.
Hilarious. All right, and then we're gonna get to the outro skit, which I didn't really care for, to be real with you. Just him, give his thanks and shit.
Yeah. Outro skill was dope. He was just thanking his longtime Wu and Go supporters. And he says, Supreme Clientele 2 is on the way. He said he might call it Indiana Jones and the Temple of Goons. I think that was a funny title. So, like, I'm looking forward to part 2.
Yeah, it's the outro.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to if he does it. I definitely first I would love to be on
Yes,
Supreme Clientele too.
definitely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing more from Ghost. I think he still sounds good. I did have an issue, like the new Ghostface voice
Mhm.
has been kind of adjustment for me because he does have a noticeable like different voice. I feel
Right.
like, but after listening to the album and stuff like that, I kind of forgot about it and it kind of reminded me of the old
Yeah.
Ghostface. So it's not so much of an issue, but so yeah.
Definitely. All right, and the last track is called "Yep" featuring Remy Ma. Um, this just sounds like a throwaway track, man. It's
Yeah.
like it just sounds like a rejected Fat Joe and Remy Ma song. So Fat Joe just gave it to Ghost because he didn't care for it either.
I think I heard this like months before. This was like a teaser,
Mm,
you know. But when I heard it, the beat sound like that Bobby Shmurda song, that hot nigga song.
yeah.
And this was like, it was like a bootleg version of Bobby Shmurda song. I did like
Yes,
Remy's verse. I think Remy killed it, you know. And Remy needs to put out an album too. She's another one that hasn't dropped shit.
Um, I think this is like a hot like promo track.
Yeah,
Like just something to get the streets talking kind of track.
yeah.
And that's probably what it was, and that's why it's probably like it seems like it's almost like a bonus track right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, just something to get the streets buzzing. Not nothing too crazy, but it's a decent song.
definitely. All right. Overall, I was somewhat disappointed with this album, especially the second half of this album. The first half, very good, it's traditional Ghostface, but the second half, I don't know. I just felt like it was just a bit too much R&B and then trap shit on this album, which I was like, I was not expecting that from Ghost. Like, I get it that you want to try something different, but I just feel like the album kind of loses its consistency. You know what I'm saying? So I might give this a 3 out of 5. I'm be real.
I think apparently the album is split up into two parts. Is one part is the Guns part, and then the Roses part is like the R&B stuff. Um, the first 13 tracks to me were fire. I loved. He really set the tone, no pun intended, with the first track with 6 minutes, and from
Mhm.
the first track to track 13. I think that was the best tracks of the album. When we get to the second part, the Roses part is when I had the issue. Like the auto tune stuff, the drill rap shit, that's not Ghost. I don't think he pulled it off well either. You know, but there's easily five or six joints that could be singles off of here. Like
Yeah.
Skate Odyssey with Raekwon, that should be a single. No Face, Champion Sound, Cape Fear. I loved all of them. Locked In, 6 minutes. I'm gonna give it 4 mics. But the end of the album was weak. That it finished off weak. I didn't like those last 4 or 5 tracks on the ending. But I think it's a strong Ghost album. Now I don't know if I'll be playing it all year, but right now for me is 4 mics.
Mm.
Dope.
Yeah. Uh, Pretty much had the same thought that everybody else has. The second half of the album is clearly not that good. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased or something, but actually, I'm not too biased because we all know.
Right.
I mean, we all
Oh,
know that
you
Iron
you don't
Man.
like Iron Man, so I,
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
but
I still don't understand that.
but so I don't want to knock it too bad for the second part because I feel like he was just trying something different, even though it was terrible what he was doing different. But you know, the first half was so good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was a lot of really good songs and
Hmm.
traditional Wu Tang, Ghostface songs, beats and stuff like that in that first half.
Right.
That really makes me like this project. So I give it a cool 3 mics. I give it a cool 3 mics.
See that's why I gave it 4 mics, because I'm like the first 13 really could have been the album, and he could have
Right.
just stopped there. You know
Yeah, it could
what
have
I'm saying?
stopped.
Like 13 strong tracks for me. That's enough for me to give it 4 mics minus the last 4 or 5 tracks. I don't think it
Hmm.
hurts the album. I just didn't like the way the album finished.
Right.
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 All right. So yeah, man. So that's Ghostface with Set the Tone, Guns N' Roses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this album's getting a lot of discussion recently and stuff like that too. All right, so I'm gonna end this off right here to be real with you and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this upcoming Tuesday, we got 2 albums we want to talk about. We got the DeBarge with Rhythm of the Night at 4 p.m. And then we got Conway with the SFK album at 11 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I really can't wait to talk about both of those. Then this Thursday, we got the Worldwide Underground with Erica Badu at 8 p.m. You still down for that, Vase?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can't wait for that. Can't. And Friday, we're going to have a little discussion on the best produced diss tracks of all time. You know what I'm saying? Since
Mm.
not, this is not who has the hardest lines. This is the best diss track with the best beats and whatnot too. So since everyone
Hmm.
on is a BBL Drizzy shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, there's been some diss tracks I've kind of felt like I kind of vibe out to some of the beats like West Side Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? I love that beat to that shit.
That's a
That shit,
good question, man. Like
yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, what are like because there's not really a lot of good. So I gotta really think about it.
Right. See, I'm
Mhm.
making y'all think about that shit too. But shit, let me not talk more about this shit. 'Cause I have a feeling somebody might take that shit and use it and shit. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
Mhm.
But anything y'all want to say before we head out?
This was great. It's always great to see the homie Cavace and come back anytime. And I'm
Sure.
out. We want you on Supreme Clientele too. Make that happen, Ghostface.
Yes, sir. Ghostface
Definitely.
holla
Yes.
at me. Yeah, man. Salute to y'all, man. Thanks for having me on again. You know, I definitely had to pull up for my guy Ghostface, man. One of the goats. Definitely my top three goat. Um, what else? Yeah, right now I'm heavily promoting my brand, which is EO South. It's a MC competition that's held in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's pretty much like the Lyricist Lounge kind of vibe. So yeah, man, it's real hip hop in the building. Check it out. EO South on Instagram.
Oh, yes, y'all make sure y'all support that brand right there. Y'all definitely make sure y'all support that. Other than that, hope you all have a very good night, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Peace.